Well, hey everyone, welcome to week 8 of No Perfect People Allowed. Thanks so much for watching this. I hope you've kept up with your reading, and if you did for this week, wow, this was a really challenging read. If you come from a more traditional background, this really gets to the heart of a lot of issues that people have growing up with who should be accepted into the community of God and who should not, specifically the local church. So, as I read this week's reading, I really appreciated John's approach to the conversation with the ladies. Um, I really liked the fact that he didn't take a side. He really acknowledged that he's not sure which side to take, but what he is sure of is the gospel of Jesus Christ, and that's a great model for us to follow. I remember reading this book long ago when it first came out, and it just being so impactful because as a small group pastor, I dealt with the aftermath of when the folks who were homosexual tried to come to group and they were not accepted. That was tremendously hurtful for them. We have had this happen at Rush Creek, where we've had people who identify as gay, homosexual, transgender, all the other letters. I don't remember what they all are, but they've come and they've wanted to get into a group and they can't find a group that fits them. So what are they supposed to do? How are they supposed to connect to community in the life of church on Rush Creek? What do we do there? And as a small group pastor, it's very difficult. But Rush Creek is not immune to these issues. So the question I think we should wrestle with this week altogether is, do you buy it? Do you buy John's approach to allowing gay people, transgender folk, those who are different than what traditionally we would describe as male or female? Do you agree with him that all should be welcome in community? I think the gospel is pretty clear, but when it comes to inviting them to our group or answering the phone saying, yes, you can come, here's where we're going to meet tonight, that's a different story. So what we believe to be true playing out in our actions, that's difficult. But you also may be watching this and you may have someone in your group who is homosexual. And that's a different way. I mean, I've talked with folks who have been in groups with people who describe or align themselves with homosexuality, and they'll say, well, I find it difficult to love this person, yet I disagree with everything that they stand for. That's a different conversation for us to have, but the tension is the same in that we have to preach the gospel to ourselves. We have to come to a place where we think, what did Jesus do for me? That's what I'm called to do for them. It's a complex issue, but I'm encouraged by it because I know God has great plans for group life at the church on Rush Creek, and those plans include homosexuals. Those plans include those who are transgender, bisexual. Those plans include the queer community. Those plans include the gender-neutral community. Those plans include everyone that calls DFW home. Just a thought for you to think about this week. It's a tough chapter, but I hope that you are challenged, and I hope that you're able to catch John's heart behind it. See you next week.